Do that. Oh, I'll do it while I get the intro done. Whatever. I literally just always keep forgetting that I'm posting that I go live. So, like, no one knows I'm going live unless they have, like, notifications on. I'd be selling. But it's okay. Oh, and I got to turn on my camera. Okay, there we go. Championship hat on, too, bro. Yeah. Kieran, you know what this is, bro?
Oh, the fakest ring of all time.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's a championship ring, bro. I don't know if the Knicks got
one, bro.
Okay, bro. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the 42nd episode of Some Casual Takes. 40 episodes is actually insane. A podcast hosted by me, Stephen Pepper, featuring other sports fans debating interesting topics with the most casual takes. This episode is brought to you by no one. We're here with Kieran, the Jimmy Butler apologist, or Jimmy Butler just fanboy. Ready for some smoke. The anti-Moses Malone guy. And we got the pro Bob Cousy guy on the bottom. He's probably pro Dolph Shays, pro Bob Pettit,
pro pros like every plumber ever.
He's the pro plumber. You probably got a plumbing.
I'm the plumber enthusiast.
The plumber enthusiast is out here. How you guys doing today, man? How you guys doing, bro?
Doing good.
Did you guys watch the NBA Finals all the way through?
Yes, because I'm an actual NBA fan.
Yeah, I've been watching it.
No, you're an actual basketball fan. NBA fans didn't watch that game.
No.
So you watched when Udonis Haslem checked in?
Yes.
Oh my God, they were begging him to shoot. He looked like
that was the best moment of the night. What are you talking about?
The highlight
exactly.
of the night.
That was the best time. That was the best night for
me. I finally flipped back on the fourth quarter after I turned it off because it's the most boring NBA Finals of my lifetime. I turned the game back on, and I see Udonis Haslem on the scores table about to check in. I'm like, oh wow, this is the highlight of the night. But yeah, a lot of stuff happened this week in the world of sports. We're not really going to talk about it, but I can just brush over it real quick. It was a cool week for me. no one really cares about baseball, but I do. I went to Dodgers Reds this week. It was electric. We came back and won. It was a walk-off again last night too. But yeah, no one likes baseball, so I'll hold my tongue. But it was a cool game. So if anyone out there likes baseball and wants me to talk baseball, I can talk baseball. World of football. I know you guys do like football. Dalvin Cook got cut this morning.
Yeah.
Quick thoughts on that?
That's crazy.
I'm not really shocked, to be honest.
He
made a lot of money, and the Vikings were not going to pay him. He's too old and injury prone at this point to get.
What's with running backs in football just completely becoming useless? If you're just not wanted when they turn 26 years old.
If you're not Derrick Henry, or Nick Chubb, I don't want you to have a big contract. Because at least Derrick Henry before 2021 was durable. He deserved that money. So.
Mm-hmm.
He also
easily the best running back in football. He also had
the best value for a running back in the league for a long time. So,
a running back who could actually push for an MVP. That type of running back.
Yes, he's the only running back I think out of the last 7 years push for MVP.
Yeah, I think so. Last time since Adrian Peterson actually won it.
Yeah.
And then Josh Allen, Madden 24. Shout out Josh Allen.
God rest his soul.
I don't play Madden anymore, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
Shout out Josh Allen.
Kieran probably wanted Saquon Barkley or Daniel Jones, but
I'm not a Steelers fan, dude.
That's Giants, bro.
I'm not a Giants fan.
I thought you were.
No, I'm a Steelers fan. What am I doing?
Swear I saw a Giants jersey on your wall one day.
Was that Hakeem Nicks?
That is my brother's. And yes, that's Hakeem Nicks. He's my favorite receiver.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. I thought you were a Giants fan because you're a Knicks fan. And then
Giants legend, bro.
Okay. We're not really going to get into this, but I just thought it was funny. You guys saw that Zion stuff on Twitter, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's with this 2019 draft class, bro?
We got Zion. the Zion who cares more about making kids than basketball. We got Ja Morant, who's basically the Antonio Brown of the NBA.
Might be, bro.
Just what? Like, what's next? Like, freaking who's else?
RJ Barrett just sucks.
Yeah, RJ Barrett sucks.
Can't go left or can't go right. Sorry. Like that.
Jared Culver was a top 5 pick.
God, wasn't PJ Washington or someone in that draft class? I feel like let me pull this.
I think he was. He was like the 12th pick or something. I forget.
I feel like they covered
Romeo
up.
Lincoln was a lottery pick.
Oh, DeAndre Hunter, Jared Culver was pick 6. Kobe White.
Hey Matt. As a Knicks
Rui
fan,
Hachimura might have been the best player in that draft class.
Okay, Matt. As a Knicks fan, Bob Cousy might be better than RJ Barrett.
Might.
That's the first positive thing this guy has said about Bob Cousy in the past like 2 months.
In this draft class.
Darius Garland
Jordan Poole was like 28 or 29.
Taylor Horton Tucker, he's ugly.
Darius Garland's just like the worst playoff performer in the league.
Yeah. Bruno Fernando, who's probably on Matt's list of his
Jordan Poole is blows.
He might be. I don't know.
Poole just sucks. Yeah.
Jordan Poole.
Zion. My theory, you know how Zion was out for the year with a hamstring injury. My theory was he blew out his hamstring while trying to do some freaky sex position instead of doing it on a court.
Louisiana Steamboat, but anyway.
Yeah. Shout out to Zion. He's gonna get attacked in the locker room once the season starts.
He got topped
if he's even available.
He got topped by Jamal Murray, by the way.
Well, Jamal Murray at least gains superpowers and can be on the court when he's entangled with girls, unlike Zion Williamson.
Yeah, he really gets ahead of Zion in that department.
Okay. You made that joke and you got kicked out of a live the other day. Don't do that again.
Oh, what did he say?
He said the exact same joke, and then this guy's like, "No, that was a terrible joke. Get out of my live."
I did not even.
I said Jamal Murray's ahead in that apartment of Zion. So
I just cringed.
Exactly.
And then the Chat GPT top 50 players. Did you guys see that as well?
No.
Oh my God, they had Dolph Shays top 6.
I don't know why you're laughing.
You would agree with
probably
that.
your list. That's probably your list.
Probably your list.
I think Dolph Shays at like 45.
Bro, ranking Dolph Shays in general is insane to me. I'm sorry. I don't have Bob Pettit on my list. I don't have Mike in. I don't have Shays. I don't have all these dudes. I'm not ranking Paul Azarin or whatever his name is. I ain't ranking those dudes, bro. Sorry. But this list is cooked. Larry Bird at 4. Barkley somehow is 9. Tim Duncan's 11. Bob Cousy. Okay, so this is how I know you made this.
Yeah. Bob Cousy was like top 20.
Bob
top 30,
Cousy's
right?
13. Bob
that's
Cousy's
insane.
like Bill Russell and Kevin Durant.
That's
That's how I
insane.
know you made this list.
Manu Ginobili was 24, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Chris
insane.
Paul's 15. CP0. The Predator at 20. I mean, that's it. Like Carmelo and Dirk Nowitzki aren't in terrible spots. Oscar Robertson isn't in a terrible spot, but Bill Russell at 16.
Luka's already 36. I mean, honestly.
Hey, Moses Malone's at 30, so maybe Kieran cooked up this list. This list.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce at 27?
Me and Matt made this list, guys, by the way.
Yeah, it was a collaboration.
This was a collab list.
No. Basically, I took the players that like I think are like overrated as shit and put them all the way at the bottom, where Matt put like all the old heads.
Bro, Ray Allen's at 37. Dwayne Wade's at 31. David Robinson's at 35. Luka Doncic is ahead of Scottie Pippen all time. Wow.
That's crazy.
Jason Kidd's above Jerry West.
I know, but
No, there's a million problems we can point out with that.
I want to see the criteria for Chat GPT. Like, obviously, it's like an algorithm. Where do they pull this from? Like, do they combine all the lists that the algorithm sees on the internet? Because even if that's true, there's no.
How
way
many top 10 lists have you seen with Dolph Shays?
Dolph Shays at number 6.
Exactly.
Dolph Shays, bro. Literally, like
Dolph Shays at 6 and Larry Bird at 4. I see some motivation. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We can move on to the actual game last night. Again, I said my last podcast, the title was NBA Finals Saved. It's no longer saved. It's back to being boring. Back to being a complete snooze fest. I had a great sleep last night because I went to bed early, as in the finals were still on. It just went back to being boring, man.
Yeah. After the third quarter, I just took out Leviticus and started reading that.
There's no aura to this finals. I just want one great game. I want one classic game.
Game 2 was good.
Game 2 was aight, but dude, if that's the best you're gonna give me.
By the way, there's no.
What do you expect?
Yo, there was no good game in the 2016 finals except Game 7. By the way.
Watching LeBron and Kyrie go for 41 was crazy. I'm not, dude. I mean,
it wasn't a good game.
They just went for 30-point triple doubles, but dude, that highlight didn't look crazy compared to the 41. I don't know, but I might be biased though because that series was so lit for Cavs and LeBron fans though. I'll revisit on the offseason the most boring final ever, but at least they had Game 7. In Game 6, Curry got ejected. That was fun.
That was the biggest W of all time, by the way.
Yeah, seeing Curry get ejected, that's fun. Think about it in 5 years. It's only 3 games in, so I'm gonna chill out. But in 5 years, you pulled up this series, bro. Yo, let me just rewatch the series real quick. No, no. Dude, 2018 finals sucked, but you still had Curry going for 9 threes in Game 2. Game 1, LeBron had 51. J.R. Smith moment. The bubble was boring, but it's still they had that great Game 5. This real ring, by the way.
I'm not gonna lie. I think 2017 is I think 2017 is less forgettable, more forgettable than 2018.
It's because of the JR moment. Don't let that go.
Yeah.
No, it's not even that. Besides Game 3, what game is memorable at all?
The first 2 games weren't. Game 4 was crazy if you're a Cavs fan because it
was just really high scoring.
They just kind of blew them out, and it was a great effort from both LeBron and Kyrie. Basically, went for 40 again. Game 5 was kind of close, but it wasn't really a classic game.
It was a 9-point game, I think.
Yeah, it was. It was close for a while, but it wasn't really a classic game. I think the Cavs had the lead at one point, but
I think the Warriors just pulled away at the end.
Yeah, the Warriors pulled away at the end. It wasn't this insane game, but this is the most boring finals.
2018 is pretty probably.
At least they had a classic game, bro. They had a classic game.
Dude, Game 2 was a good game.
Yeah, but it wasn't. All right,
yes.
Matt. But
bro,
Game 2 was a good game. Game 2 was a good game, but was that a classic game?
The Nuggets are down by 12 with 3 minutes left. They come in all the way back, and they're one shot away from freaking tying it. Come on, bro.
Oh, if the shot would have went in, then yeah, it would have been a classic game. But
oh my. By the way, shout out Mike Breen. His 3-pointer bang to Jamal Murray, but
the reason why it's boring is because the skill gap's clear. It's insanely clear. Miami, the only reason why I feel like they were able to beat Denver in Game 2 was because the intensity that they brought was insane. Off rip at the start of each quarter, they basically came out with intensity, and that's what did it. Nuggets didn't really come out with much intensity in Game 2, and when they did come out with intensity in Game 3, it's showing that whenever the Nuggets come out with intensity, the skill gap's just too big. The only way Miami can just overcome Denver is if they clearly out-physical, out-intense Denver. But if Denver is close to matching that, if not more, there's no way Miami can win this game. Bro, 58 rebounds to 33 total rebounds.
Well, when you have a human cyborg like Jokic on the other team, yeah. But the also reason why the Heat won Game 2 was their 3-point shooting. They hit 16 threes, and yes. I think they missed one shot in the fourth quarter in Game 2. So
yeah. They started off that fourth quarter 6 for 6.
Kyle Lowry
shooting was pretty bad. No Max Strus 4 threes to start the game. Vincent was cold. No one was hitting shots. Udonis Haslem missed a shot.
The only reason they were in that game at all was Jimmy Butler. In the first half, even though in the first half he shot 6 for 16, he was still being aggressive. He was making plays with playmaking. Obviously, just that the role players couldn't hit the shots. And I think the shift changed when Gabe Vincent got those 2 fouls. Like, I think it was going the Nuggets way. You guys remember that?
Out his rhythm a bit.
Yeah, because Gabe Vincent, like the reason why they won that game in game 2 is because of Gabe Vincent as well. So he only had like 5 points. Like
the first duo ever to both record a 30-point triple-double, not just in the NBA Finals, but in NBA games in general. Bro, I'm not doing a top point guard list after this because, dude, the Murray glazing is going to be insane, bro. I'm staying away from the top list ever. I'm not doing a TikTok live for a couple days because I know if I fire up a live, it's just going to be a bunch of kids saying, Murray just had a triple-double in the final.
Murray's a top 3 point guard in the league. I'm already getting that.
Yeah, you'll get that. I've already gotten top 5. I've already gotten clears Trey, clears John.
At best, he's 9.
Yeah,
at best.
And that's with taking Kyrie off the point guard list because he's shooting guard.
Exactly. Even if you put Shea as a point guard, like
I think he's listed as a point guard.
Yeah, Shea's a point guard.
Yeah, but the shooting for Miami was horrible. They couldn't knock down their threes. They couldn't even knock down their twos. They were missing a lot of middies, layups around the rim. And Denver, although Denver, who hasn't really been a good 3-point shooting team this series, I think they just sold their soul against the Lakers. They knocked down all their shots across the rim. Christian Brown, actually.
Christian Brown had a real good game.
Yeah, of course you speak when it comes to Christian Brown. Pushing the anti-post narratives, bro. The Boston fan. Christian Brown.
I'm sorry. He's so much easier. He's easily better than Sam Hauser.
Oh no, I know that.
Christian Brown clears Paul Azrin. But they got valuable minutes from Christian Brown. His versatility, just his hustle plays defensively, getting in front of a man, stealing the basketball. He can actually jump and get some nice dunks and run out in transition. That was very valuable from them because outside of Christian Brown, there was really no great role players from Denver. It was kind of just Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray versus the world, honestly. Aaron Gordon had a couple dunks, which wasn't horrible, but the man couldn't hit free throws.
Literally the worst free throw motion.
Oh my god, that guy can't hit a shot.
No,
he's an under the rim merchant.
If Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. were on 2 different teams, they would both be bad. Like, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Like all the role players for Denver, like I said, how Denver just completely sold their soul. I'm going to review that after the finals because I'm going to push that. I want Denver to win this series because, man, the narratives I'm going to push about the Lakers, if they win this series somehow playing like this, either way, honestly, they don't have to win the series. If they keep shooting like this in comparison to the Lakers, I get Miami plays better perimeter defense, but MPJ's missing wide open shots. KCP can't get going. Bruce Brown's he's still playing decent, but I think they sold their soul against the Lakers. But other than that, on the Miami side, I guess the adjustment for Game 4 is to give Udonis Haslem more minutes.
Yeah, this is my thing.
We rocking with the Udonis Haslem adjustment?
Yeah, I think they should give him more minutes.
Duncan Robinson didn't play bad. He had a couple threes. Martin came out of his shell a little bit, was waiting for Caleb Martin to actually come alive.
He played really well in the second quarter, and then he just fizzled out.
But Vincent
also I just feel like the Heat just gave no effort of grabbing boards at all.
Exactly.
I get it. I get it. The Nuggets are bigger, but 58 to 33 is insane.
There was remember that one possession? I forgot when exactly it was in the game, but someone on Denver missed a layup around the rim, and they just got 3 or 4 straight offensive rebounds or tips to try to get it back in. Bam Adebayo was getting destroyed. There were some possessions where guys like Jimmy Butler just weren't boxing out. Oh, when Jamal Murray got his own offensive rebound, or when Jokic is getting his own offensive rebound off of his shot. That can't happen if you're trying to win the NBA Finals. Who's the great coach who said you can't win games without rebounding? Was that Pat Riley?
I don't remember.
I think it was Pat. I heard this quote you can't win without getting rebounds, and I think that was Pat Riley. But No one really showed up. Bam Adebayo or Bam hold the Mayo. It says 22 and 17. His game wasn't that
7 of 22.
Like his game wasn't that crazy.
No,
his game wasn't that crazy. It
No,
says 22 and 17 if you just look at the stat sheet. But even with 17 rebounds, I felt like there was times where he was still getting dominated on the glass, and he was just missing shots.
Yeah. No. Like 22 and 17 looks nice, but 7 of 22 as a center is insane.
Should Bam be taking 21 shots?
No.
I don't think he should be. He almost took like 30 shots in game one. He was cooking in game one, but I don't like an offense with Bam taking.
I mean, like, dude, like Butler only had like 3 more shots than Bam. I feel like Butler should be taking like at least like.
Well, they're kind of giving Bam these like mid-range jump shots in these like spots. Nikola Jokic isn't really pressing up on Bam. Sometimes Bam will catch a shot in like around the block or like an elbow and it's just wide open.
Yeah.
But his jump shot's not really that good. Do you see that possession? There's this possession where Miami was doing this fake comeback with a minute left in the game.
Oh, Duncan Robinson hits like.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I'm not going to lie.
The Jamal Murray offensive foul, and then Bam Adebayo just ugly shoots a mid-range.
Oh, my God. No. When Duncan Robinson hit the 3, I was like, I feel like the Nuggets are going to choke this. And then, like, Bam Adebayo takes the dumbest shot I've ever seen in my life. Like, dude, you have not been hitting this shot the entire game. I know, like, listen, I know there's a minute left. Like, they would still be down by 7 or 6. But still, like.
It was a long 2-pointer, bro.
It was a long-ass 2-pointer. You'd never be able to hit those.
He doesn't shoot those.
Like, freaking idiot.
And if at that point, you might just put Haslam in the game.
Listen, I respect Bam Adebayo. His defense is awesome. His passing is good. Scoring is so, like, ugh.
Yeah. We're gonna do a would you rather Bam Adebayo later because I want to see your feelings on Bam. But I like the it's not really a huge adjustment, but it is to me the fact that they did it against the Lakers a little bit. But I like when Mike Malone plays Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray basically the whole game, like pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, I mean,
Murray played 45 minutes. Jokic played 44. They're playing the whole game.
The good thing is like when like a team is coming back, like especially like when like they cut it to 9, like they still kept them in the game, like like.
Okay.
At least Jamal Murray.
He was stat padding for Jamal Murray.
Yeah. His last rebound case was from like the last minute.
I'm just saying, with the way the NBA is going and how high scoring it is, like anything can happen. So,
but Jamal Murray was in the game till the buzzer sounded. Is he not beating the stat padding allegations? He got his final rebound.
He's absolutely. Yeah.
Okay,
he gets the rebound and then he dribbled it out. So he was stat
he's not beating these stat padding allegations, bro. But the one dude who needs smoke is Jimmy Butler. Now I said in my finals preview show, I think you guys were on that, but the finals preview show, I said the Heat want to beat Denver. We're gonna need a Milwaukee Jimmy Butler. Now, he wasn't horrible in this game, but it's not enough. It's just not enough.
Yeah,
Murray's going for 34 and Jokic is going for 32. It's not enough. We need a virtuoso. He was dropping 40 to 50 points on Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. Where is that against Denver? Well, all the Jimmy Butler fans, by the way, don't even bring up the Josh Hart ankle. I don't want to hear that crap because that's what everyone's saying on Twitter.
Well, to be fair to that, it did like ruin his momentum, I think, because like if you like look at the series stats like ever since that, and not to mention like in Game 7 he also got hobbled. Like, do you remember that in like against Boston? So like I'm not saying I'm like giving an excuse because like obviously Jimmy has to play better, but I thought Jimmy had like a B performance. Like I don't think it was anything crazy. Like I think
especially in comparison with Jamal Murray.
Like I thought Jimmy Butler was very aggressive. Is like I also thought like he didn't get the calls that he like did against Milwaukee as well. Like there's like a lot of like they're not going to call that all the time because it's like the playoffs as well. But
Jimmy Butler does have that tendency of foul baiting.
Yeah, that's true.
All those head fakes, trying to get a smaller defender on him and the screen hunting. He does do that. And seeing that it's not working necessarily against Denver, I think that's might be the reason why his stats are down.
Like, well, he also has like a tougher matchup. Like, I think just because
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon's like a pretty good defender, and he can keep up with Jimmy Butler, and
he's bigger than him.
Like he's also bigger than him. So like, I think Aaron Gordon's actually might have been the toughest matchup for him so far. Like in these.
Yeah, I'll probably agree with that.
But yeah,
does this hurt Jimmy Butler's legacy? Let's say if he like continues to play like this and loses, does this hurt his legacy? Because it would have hurt. It would have hurt LeBron's. It would have hurt all these other all-time greats. That people, I'm not saying they're trying to put Jimmy Butler let's keep the same energy, right?
My thing is that like my thing is about like the Jimmy Butler, like if it hurts his legacy, the only like in 20 years they're not going to look how he played in this game. Like they're not going to look how he played in this series. They're going to look how he was the best player on an 8 seed that went to the NBA Finals. So like, yeah, like,
but that's like no context though.
No. Like I'm just saying though, like he'll be the best player on an 8 seed who went to the NBA Finals. No one's going to look at how he played in the NBA Finals in 30 years. Like, you know,
I mean, that's dumb, but you're right.
No.
He's kind of true though. It's
true though.
Like, no. I agree with it. It's just like I'm always looking at the full context.
Butler, you're obviously going to bring up his terrible finals performance, but since and that's what I'm going to get into next. Since most people do like Jimmy Butler, they're just going to oversee it and just take it as it is. Which I still think in and of itself, this is an accomplishment, and getting to a finals is an accomplishment. And I don't think like losing in the finals is bad, but like sometimes when we grade players, we just don't even give them a cookie for making it to a final.
Yeah.
Like, which is hard itself. Like in the MLB, which I think it's harder to make the World Series, but in the MLB, it's literally amazing to win your league. Like,
yeah. Well, like the reason why people do it to LeBron again is because he's LeBron James. He's probably the most polarizing NBA basketball player ever. So.
And I guess you're comparing him to a guy who never lost in a final.
So. Yeah, like you're also comparing him to Michael Jordan. Like we're not comparing Jimmy Butler to like LeBron James. Like, you know.
Okay, so before I get into my anti-Jimmy Butler tangent, I want to ask you. I'm gonna start with Matt first, unless Matt wants to dish it to Kieran. Have we seen the most from Miami? Like, is there anything Miami can do going forward into Game 4, or have we seen all the adjustments Miami can make, or is there anything Miami can do?
Yeah, I think we do see a little bit more out of Miami, just because it's an Eric Spoelstra coach team. I would say maybe another win out of them. I don't know, or maybe another close game out of them. But I'm not betting on it. I'm just kind of throwing it out there, saying like this is an Eric Spoelstra coach team. There were multiple possessions, even last night, where they were playing good defense. Like, in my opinion, I think this is still, it's just a really good coach team. I can definitely see them taking another game off Denver.
Like we've seen the Kevin Love start. We've seen the Butler checks Jamal Murray. We've seen the use of the zone. We've seen a lot of Miami adjustments in the first 2-3 games. Kieran, is there like anything more they can do, or is this what Miami just has to ride with for the rest of the series?
I mean, like, no, like they've tried everything, bro. Like they tried like switching to man and zone, and it's just like not working. I also thought starting Kevin Love was probably their best option because A, he helps them with their spacing, and B, he's like big enough to like. I'm not saying he's gonna obviously like contain Jokic, but like he's big enough to be like a guy who can guard Jokic. I'm sorry, Cody Zeller. You are the worst player I've ever seen.
Cody Zeller minutes, by the way, or I feel like if he ever gets checked into a game, I want to check the TV ratings because they have to drop when he gets in the game.
Yes.
Because there's nothing to watch when Cody Zeller gets checked in the game.
Yeah, but like, bro, like they try to use Bam as a roamer. It's not working. They've tried multiple things. And yeah, as you said, Jimmy Butler, yeah, he played good last game, in my opinion, but it's not enough. Like, it's just not enough. Like, and Caleb Martin, like, bottom line, the Nuggets offense is just too good. We're seeing his.
I think Miami just might be in a point. Eric Spoelstra, they just might just be in the point. Well, we tried our best. Denver just might be too good. Like they're just too good.
I think I will say this. I think Game 4 will be the best game in the series, though.
I hope so.
Usually, Game 4 is usually like closest.
It's Miami's last dance. It's like literally their last dance.
If they lose Game 4, there's no chance.
3-1 going into Denver is crazy. Like that's crazy. It's pretty much over. This is where I should expect the Jimmy Butler virtuoso. Yeah. This is right here in Miami. Shakira's courtside. Like I want 50.
Oh yeah. No, but like if you watch the 2020 finals, usually when Game 3 starts, which like kind of pisses me off about him. Usually like Game 3, Game 4, he starts to turn into another level. Wish he would do that earlier, but whatever.
Well, the series is not over yet because, like we saw last year in throughout NBA history, just because you're down 2-1 doesn't necessarily mean the series is over. And they have Game 4 at home. I do think the series is over, but it isn't over necessarily. But I think Miami.
I mean,
the lack of backup big depth hurts.
Yeah.
When you're backup big depth, there's Haslam, a kid who doesn't play, and you're Steven or whatever, and Haslam and Zeller. And you have to throw out Kevin Love on Jokic, and that's the best you can do. And you're playing zone as much as everyone in the NBA combined in the playoffs, and you're still down. I think this is the best they can do, and they just got to ride off it. That's it.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like, Spoelstra's teams will always be competitive. Like, yes. I don't think they'll lose 4-1. I think they'll lose 4-2, but
I think they get one more game.
I think they get I mean, we thought Lakers and Heat was going to be a sweep. So, like,
I thought it was going to be in 5 or 6.
Really? I thought it was going to be a sweep.
I thought it was going to be 5 or 6.
I don't think anyone
with Goran Dragic, Bam Adebayo, everyone's going to be full.
Well, I don't think anyone expected like when Bam and Goran got hurt, it would go to 5.
I thought it was going to go to 5 or 6. So I predicted Miami to go to the finals that year. I think that was one of my greatest takes ever. That was when I was in my peak Jimmy Butler fanboy stage, but now he's disappointed me because I also picked him to beat the Bucks the following year, and we saw what happened. But on Jimmy Butler, man, can we agree on Jimmy Butler, bro? Jimmy Butler might be now the most protected superstar in the league.
It's still LeBron.
Because it's crazy to me, the disparity in criticism that he's getting versus what Jason Tatum got last year is insane.
Well, you know why?
Why?
Because Jason Tatum was on a better team and was arguably on the best team in the league.
Well, I understand what I'm saying, though. Jimmy Butler went from a 35-point per game series to now in these finals 21, 7-4 on 50% true shooting, down 1-2 in these finals. And all I see on Twitter or all I see is Jimmy Butler, Bleacher Report post of him smiling. He's going to go off next game. That's what they're saying about Butler. Whereas Tatum, who was slightly better, 22, 8, and 6, and was up 2-1. All you heard was fake Kobe, overrated, soft, choker. One of the worst finals ever by a star. It's crazy criticism. I'm not excusing Tatum. I think Tatum played bad, but I just think Jimmy Butler deserves the same amount of criticism.
I disagree. Like I'm not even saying that as a Jimmy Butler fan. Again, Tatum had a better team, and the team played well. Like Robert Williams played good, Jaylen Brown played good, and I think they were arguably favored in that series as well. The Heat are not favored at all. I get it. Listen, I get where you're coming from. Jimmy Butler is definitely protected, and I can't even deny that. But I feel like Jason Tatum, in the finals last year, and Jimmy Butler is a little different. I don't know.
Now, Shane, you are true though. The Celtics were the favorite. They were supposed to win. The Heat are the underdogs. They're not supposed to win.
They're massive underdogs. That's the thing.
Yeah. But I will say though, but it still doesn't excuse Jimmy Butler playing bad. I do
listen, I'm not denying he's not playing good.
No, I do. But I was gonna say though, but Tatum getting more criticism, it is fair. I just don't like how because I remember last year how Tatum got thrown in the Tatum got crucified, and and people still bring it up to this day. It's one of the reasons that led to the Jaylen Brown over Tatum take, which I think was probably the worst take in the last 2 years in NBA discussions, which was a real debate, and it was because of the finals. But yet, Jimmy Butler in this series is not getting relatively any smoke. He's getting a little smoke on Twitter last night. Hopefully we see more when the series is over. But the fact that Tatum was getting all this when his team was up 2-1 and Jimmy Butler's down 2-1, yeah. And we could have completely different games if Jimmy Butler's better. And really, the game that Jimmy Butler won arguably could have been his worst game.
Nah, game 1 was his worst game.
Yeah, game 1 was awful.
Game 1 was definitely his worst game. I think actually, in game 2, he did everything right except shoot well. He played great defense on Jamal Murray.
Yeah,
he made a lot of advantages. I don't think he played good. I don't think he played good, obviously. Yeah. But I don't think he played bad.
All right, we've been chatting
about the NBA. He still has been great in the passing lanes too, even with his bad shooting.
We've been chatting about the NBA Finals too long, so I want to move on to actual fun topics now, the topics I actually care about, because this is the most boring finals ever. Denver, I don't think they need to make any adjustments. They just keep playing what they're doing. Miami, if they were to make an adjustment, I would just say focus all my defensive attention on Jamal Murray. Just don't even worry about Jokic. Literally, don't worry about Jokic. He's going to give you 40-point triple-doubles regardless. No matter who you throw at him, you can double team with Bam and Zeller, it's not going to work. I would just focus on eliminating Jamal Murray, because when you did take away Jamal Murray, you won. So focus on taking away Jamal Murray. That would be my thing for the Heat. Now, I want to play this. Would you rather Bam Adebayo? I'm going to throw out some names, and you tell me who would you rather have on your team, or if you don't like that approach, who you think's better, Bam or this player. So we're going to start with Jaren Jackson Jr.
Who should go first?
Oh, if you have your answer, to say it. And it's not a long answer, too. You can say
I would go with Bam.
I would go with Bam as well.
Okay. I'll go with Bam as well. I think just what Bam could – I guess you guys are saying probably because what Bam could bring on the versatility side defensively is a bit better than Jaren Jackson.
It's not even that. I just think Bam's a better defender, and I think he's a better passer. So
yeah, better playmaker for the team. He is a pretty underrated passer. Okay, Cat.
I'm sorry, Bam.
Bam Adebayo. Yeah, I'm not thinking about that.
That is not good.
I'm not thinking about that.
Okay, at least Bam can bring elite defensive passing. What could Cat bring at this point?
Didn't Cat win a 3-point contest, bro? All right, I'm done.
All right, bro. Bro, so he's a center who plays like a guard who plays no defense. I'm not taking it.
Then I guess we could put Joe Harris above Bam as well.
Yeah. Or was it the skill? Was it 3-point or was it the skills competition?
It was a 3-point contest.
Okay. I was making sure.
This guy plays defense.
What about Sabonis?
Bam. Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
Bam.
I thought this was going to be difficult.
Kings fans aren't going to like that. Good player right here, though, Pascal Siakam.
Oh, all right.
That's a tough one. That's
actually tough. I'm going to take Siakam. Slightly.
I'm only. It's so tough. Yeah, I'll take Siakam.
Slightly, though.
Yeah. I feel like you could argue Bam because, his defense edges him out as being just the better overall player. But I think Bam is just, a little bit too inconsistent offensively.
I feel like his scoring at this point might be becoming a liability.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might slide Siakam. That's more consistent scoring right there, to be honest. I'm going to slide Siakam. Okay, what about Rudy Gobert?
At this point, Bam.
Yeah, I'm taking Bam.
Gobert, bro.
All right, tough one right here to close it out. This is extremely tough. You guys weren't thinking about this one. Julius Randle.
Bam. Oh my God. These were easy.
Bam, bro.
Hold on. Wait, Julius Randle was a number 1. It took his team.
All right, stop it. No, stop it. Jalen Brunson is way better.
Yeah, bro.
Don't disrespect the king in New York. You should have said like a Bam or like.
There's really no one else to compare him with. I thought the Siakam, Sabonis, Cat, Jaren Jackson tier is where he's at. Because I can't say AD because I think it's easy.
He's not on the same tier as Cat. Like Cat is like at least 1 tier below him.
Cat is.
And same with Sabonis too.
I don't want to be rude to Cat, but Cat is bad.
I can't say Giannis, Joker, Embiid, AD. So the next best bigs around Bam would be Jaren Jackson, Cat, Sabonis, Siakam, Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle.
Porzingis would have been a better one than Cat or
Yeah,
Sabonis.
Porzingis would have been better.
Well, no one's thinking about Kristaps Porzingis, bro.
Oh, he's good.
Well, yeah, he is good, but Washington's. They just said it today.
Washington does suck, but yeah.
All right. Oh, CP3 wave. Let's talk about that.
Did he actually get waived right now?
No, yesterday. Remember?
Yeah. Yesterday he got cut, but then like another report came out that they were like exploring trade options.
I did see that. Yeah, I was confused last night because they said like.
At first they said, which I think is really dumb, that they would. I don't know who's in charge or who announced that he was getting waived, but that pretty much means that he's going to get waived because now that they're exploring trade options, like let's be serious, nobody is giving up assets for a 37-year-old Chris Paul with that big of a contract. Like he's going to get cut. And he's going to be a Laker or a Celtic.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was about to say. Let's say if he does get cut, where's Chris Paul's best landing spots?
The Lakers or Celtics.
I feel like the Celtics really need him, though. Like if the Celtics like really want to succeed, I feel like they can move on from Brogdon. Like I know he had a great year, but
like my problem like with Chris Paul and the Lakers is that you're getting another injury-prone old veteran on your team. You already have Anthony Davis, who's not that old. He's like 30. You also have LeBron, who's like injury prone now. So if you add Chris Paul to that team, your team is just going to be
one hamstring away from that team missing the play.
No. Like you just have like a bunch of like injury prone players on your team. Like I'm sorry, it's not going to work. Like LeBron is not capable of playing an 82 full game season anymore. Like he's not.
Yeah, if I'm the Celtics, I'm exploring. I actually just thought of this. I'm exploring trading Al Horford with a package of players for Chris Paul. I feel like that would be. Like,
bro, I would not trade that. I would just wait for him to get cut. Like I wouldn't even.
Yeah, I would too.
No. But if they could add in another asset, the only reason why I say Horford is just to make the salaries work better.
Bro, why would you cut Horford?
Horford's washed. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, I know he's washed. So is Chris Paul.
He owns Giannis and Embiid. Like
he's washed. He's washed, bro.
He's literally the Giannis and Embiid stopper.
He's washed.
Yeah, exactly. He walked up Embiid in overtime.
Dude's doing timeouts, and he's losing series, bro. He's washed.
Oh, by the way, Jimmy Butler.
How much? Well, he's calling timeouts down the NBA Finals, down 20, so he can cope.
All right, bro.
I wouldn't want Chris Paul on the Lakers. I mean, you could say could fit, but again, I think they're one bad hamstring away from that team completely going in the tank. 3 injury-prone guys on one team, 3 guys relatively older, not good. I think the Celtics are the best landing spot for Chris Paul. I think they are. Marcus Smart, he that's an ironic last name. I don't think he's that smart of a player. I don't think he can be a playmaker for that team. Derek White's not much of a true point guard. Brogdon comes off the bench. He's not like this elite facilitator. The team, especially when Jaylen Brown. If you're going to roll with Jaylen Brown, especially when Jaylen Brown cannot dribble, you need a guy who can run an offense and get dudes in their spots. And Chris Paul is probably, even though he's like 38 and injury prone, I don't think there's that many players in the NBA better than Chris Paul still right now who can get you in your spot and run an offense.
That's true. I also think Jason Tatum would benefit a lot from Chris Paul. Like, Also, I think like maybe Chris Paul could take like a Jason Kidd role at the end of his career.
I think so too. And he's just good for the locker room. Having a Chris Paul in a locker room, bro, that would be good.
I also think if you do bring in Chris Paul, you don't need to split up Tatum and Brown right now.
No, you don't.
If you don't bring him, I think you need to explore that option a little bit.
But what do you do with the backcourt of Smart and White then? If you bring in Chris Paul,
you're gonna have to trade one of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
And you would probably have to trade Marcus Smart.
You probably has the most value, yeah.
Because, Derek White has some value, but, Marcus Smart is a former D-boy. He's going to get more value, so.
Yeah, he would have more value, but, I just don't see Stevens trading him. We know how much Stevens loves Marcus Smart. As long as Stevens is there, I don't see them trading Marcus Smart.
Merchant.
Marcus Smart, I mean, when you watch the Celtics throughout the playoffs, it was clear that they didn't have a guy who can facilitate an offense. Sometimes who gets stagnant, guys who don't know how to dribble or play make for others. You can't just ask Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to play make for the entire team. That's not really what they do.
When Jason Tatum's your best playmaker, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And I would say Jason Tatum's a good playmaker, but
he's not a guy. He's improving for sure.
He's not a guy to be your number
consistently bringing the ball up the court, running the offense, consistently coming off screens and dishing it out to guys in the corner.
Jason Tatum's playmaking, I think, has the same problem with KD's. I just don't think he can run a pick and roll for his life.
As a facilitator, not at all. But if Phoenix does cut Chris Paul for sure, 100%, because I saw the conflicting rumors. It's obvious to me that they're trying to get Kyrie or James Harden. It's so obvious. Why cut Chris Paul if you aren't trying to get Kyrie or James Harden? Because who's going to be your point guard then? Shamet? Cameron Payne?
I thought it was ironic that I saw the report, I'm not even kidding, 30 minutes before the news that Chris Paul got waived was that his daughter was getting bullied at her school because he doesn't have a championship. And then I see the news 30 minutes after that he gets cut. And it's
imagine Chris Paul's daughter in school soon. It's summertime. Imagine her in school. It's lucky. She's lucky that it's summertime. Because imagine if she would have walked to class. Not only would she have heard your daddy got no championships, she would have heard your daddy got waived. Oh my God, bro! How demoralizing is that your dad got waived? Oof. That's tough, bro. Hopefully, Chris Paul gets a ring. But yeah, they're making it obvious that they get Kyrie Harden. Do you guys like if Harden went to that team? I'm not a huge fan of a Harden in Phoenix.
I wouldn't hate it. Hate it.
My prediction for the Suns is that they're gonna get Russ, which I wouldn't hate because Russ would have the spacing to succeed.
I never thought about Russ coming to Phoenix.
But I think Kyrie's gonna be too expensive. Russ maybe at this point would take a vet minimum. I don't know.
Then how would Phoenix get James Harden?
I think James Harden is either staying with Philly or going to Houston.
I heard that Houston thing's actually legit. Apparently.
Bro, did you see Nick Nurse? Did you guys see Nick Nurse in the interview? It sounds like he does not want James Harden.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. No. I wouldn't. I'm good. Let Maxey be the future. Give Maxey the keys. It's time. James Harden's about to be a Knick, so it's okay. James Harden just got traded for Jalen Brunson. Breaking news.
Okay.
Doesn't find that amusing at all.
That was not funny.
James Harden for Brunson and Julius Randle, same package.
Well, I'll give you James Harden for Isaiah Hartenstein. How about that?
Yes, Isaiah Hartenstein. Yes,
it's a bad trade for the Sixers.
No, Hartenstein and Embiid would be the greatest front court in NBA history. That's just me.
No.
Kieran, it's time for you to address the allegations of Moses Malone before we end the show, bro.
I just don't believe.
No, let me set it up. Explain why you believe Moses Malone is the second most overrated player in NBA history.
Because people just go off his 3 MVPs in his championship and think he's a top 15 player of all time. Like they don't freaking like evaluate his game and how he was effective as a player. They just look at his 3 MVPs, which 2 of them he did not deserve. Like I'll give him one. And
right on that.
Like they just look at his accolades, bro. I'm sorry. Like they just do.
I don't.
I know you don't. You look at Bob Cousy. But anyway.
We're not talking about Bob Cousy
from 1950 playing in his house.
No, but like
those old like cassettes of like Bob Cousy highlights.
No, but like there's like a lot of players I would take over Moses Malone. I think like when it comes to the defender, he's like average at best. Because I feel like that first team was bullshit. He did not deserve that.
No, bro.
Who deserved it over him?
What?
Who deserved the first team over him that year?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like pretty easily.
Okay.
Because I think Kareem's like a top 50 defender of all time, and I think Kareem was like an elite defender until like his like 4th to last season.
Yeah, Matt.
But anyway, like, yeah,
we need to hear from got 1,000 players ranked.
What's I got Moses Malone at 17, and it's not. I don't look at accolades like that. The way that I look at Moses, I look at him as one of the best offensive rebounders ever. I look at him as one of the best post scorers of all time, and the reason why a lot of people overlook his post scoring is just because he did it a little bit different than other people. Like he was a little bit dirty in the way that he would be bullying people in the post. It's just not the like typical way of scoring in the post. Also, again, I did agree with you, Kieran, when you said that he didn't deserve 2 of those MVPs. But I think when his last MVP, his 3rd MVP, I think he really did deserve that one.
That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah. I figured. Yeah, he was the best player in the league that season. I
agree. I do think he was the best player in the league that one year. But that's really
but it was just that one year, and he just completely outplayed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the finals, and they swept him. And I know that that's not completely on Moses, and I know that there was rim pressure that was benefiting Moses from Dr. J. At the same time, though, like Kieran, you just said that like Kareem was still an elite defender until like the last like 4 years of his career. That was the elite defender that Moses was putting up an efficient 26 points per game on in the finals. Like rim pressure or not, that's still Kareem.
I'm not denying he played do it, but like it's not like Moses completely outplayed him. Like Kareem was still like miles more efficient than Moses as well. Like I'm talking like they kind of didn't play defense on each other at all, to be honest. Like if you get what I'm saying, like I think the reason why the Lakers really struggled was because of Magic Johnson. I think Magic Johnson had a really bad series. I don't think I can't really blame Kareem because I think he was like the best player on the Lakers that series. So, yeah, but there's a lot of players I'm taking over Moses.
Moses Malone is not overrated. I think he's more on the underrated side because I don't see a lot of people putting him on top 20 list. I believe he should be in the top 20 all-time list.
Nope.
You can criticize the use of accolades all you want, but he's still a 3-time MVP. Not many players can say that. Not only is he a 3-time MVP, this man he's one of the greatest scorers to play the game. Finished top 10. He's 10 right now on the all-time leading scorers list. This man's got 30-point per game seasons, man. He's one of the best rebounders ever. This man's a rebounding champ. He's an all-league defender in his prime. And the man won on the biggest stages. Not only did he outplay Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in an NBA final, he swept him on his way to a finals MVP and was clearly the best player on that team. And not only was just the NBA finals, people forget, on his way to the NBA finals as a Rocket, he outplayed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and that's in the West Series as well. This man, Moses Malone, is one of the greatest centers of all time. He always went body for body with some of the greatest centers of all time. He has the accolades and the trophy case that not many other players can show.
Moses is like the 9th best center ever. So.
9? All right, drop the 8, bro. Drop the 8 above. Drop the 8. I think I'll go 6, but drop
Kareem, Kareem, Shaq.
Jokic is not better than him yet. Jokic is not better than Moses Malone yet. No,
not. I think after this season we might be having the discussion,
so
but I
much
think
better than Moses Malone.
He's
sorry.
a better player, in my opinion, but he doesn't have the accolades and he doesn't have the. Not yet.
Jokic is up there.
Kind of does. He has one less MVP.
Not yet. Let him win a championship. Not yet, though. Let him win a championship.
One less MVP.
Okay. Listen. I get that. Like a lot of people say, like wait till he wins a championship. I think if Jokic drops an efficient 30-point triple-double, I will put him above Moses, just because that would still be better, even if he lost, than Moses in the finals against Kareem.
Yeah, but the 8 centers I have over Kareem, or not Kareem, Moses Malone, Andre Drummond, like Merchant, by the way.
Drummond Merchant. Oh, you're saying he's the 1980s Drummond.
Yes.
Drummond cannot score like Moses Malone, though.
Yeah, they're both.
Moses Malone is one of the best mid-range shots by a big man ever.
So we got Kareem, Shaq, Bill Russell, Wilt.
Yeah.
Hakeem,
David Robinson.
Oh, David.
Jokic. And
see, I got Moses above David Robinson, bro.
Do you have Ewing above?
Yes.
Ewing above Moses.
Yes, I do.
Dude, Moses shit the bed in the finals. You know that, right?
You talking about Patrick Ewing?
Yeah, Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing.
It's one series.
Wait a minute. It's one series for Patrick Ewing, but Moses Malone, there's a million excuses on why he was succeeding.
That's not the okay. You guys look at one series, like that's my point. I'm looking at the entire play. By the way, okay, I'm gonna say this right now. Moses Malone is the Kevin Durant of the fucking 80s. I don't care. He went to a team that was in the NBA Finals the year before, and then went to a team that went into the NBA Finals like the next year, and they swept the finals. Why do you think they did?
Because it's similar. It's low key. He's not wrong because it's similar to the.
No, it's not the same. Malone didn't choose to be traded to the Sixers because he was traded.
Well, I get what he's saying though, because Curry MVP, Dr. J was an MVP. The Warriors needed someone better than Harrison Barnes. Sixers need someone better than Darryl Dawkins to get over the hump, and they got over the hump. It's not the same, but I can kind of see where he's going. But yeah, the 1994 NBA Finals happened. Let me see the 1981 Rockets-Lakers.
So that's one series out of their entire career.
Biggest series of his career, by the way.
Yeah.
Lakers-Rockets first round, 1981. Moses Malone.
How did LeBron do in 2011?
Moses Malone was 31-18 with 2 blocks on 51% shooting, while Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, less points, less rebounds, less field goal percentage. That's it, bro. So that's another series where he completely.
You're talking about 81?
Yeah, damn, Magic Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Again, bro. Oh my god.
83. I think Kareem played better, but that's just me.
1983. Kareem was only better in one game. That was the last game of the series.
You're talking about 83?
I think it was like game 3 that Kareem was better.
Kareem was better. Moses Malone was the leading scorer in the first 3 games, and Kareem was the leading scorer in the last game. Moses was 26 points per game. Kareem was 24. Moses Malone had 18 rebounds. Kareem had 8. So there you go.
No, but when I watch that series, I'm looking at especially his defense. I think it's I feel like Bobby Jones is more of the reason for that defense than
Bobby Jones is an elite defender. Yeah.
I think before Philly, I thought Moses was not that great of a defender, and then I think Bobby Jones helped him out with his weaknesses. So, even though Bobby Jones didn't really start, he still played consistent minutes. He also played a lot of.
He was all defensive second team in '79, bro. Shout out Moses. Right, shout out Moses, 6-time rebounding leader. Not 1, not 2, not 3.
So is Andre Drummond, by the way.
6, bro. Look at these Moses Malone seasons. 82 in Houston, 31-15. He's got a season where he's 25-6.
It's okay.
83 was 25-15.
But it's okay. At least Moses Malone is better than Bob Cousy. But
yeah, that's a fact.
How many 20-10 seasons does Moses Malone have? He has so many. And he's got a 19-15 season. It's not 20. That's in the ABA.
It is crazy though how Moses like just bounced around as he got older because he was like with Milwaukee, he was with San Antonio,
he was
with Washington.
You know why? Because he's glorified Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond's not putting up a 31-15 season. He doesn't have the offensive capability.
Playing in the wrong era. He's playing.
But Andre Drummond doesn't have the offensive scoring bag to do that. Doesn't have the post bag. Doesn't have the midi bag. Doesn't have any of that bag to put up.
Yeah, well, they were.
Season.
I mean, they were just plumbers.
Yeah,
so
but I know Moses top
Andre Drummond would be the GOAT in that
worst passer of all time. Like
I will say though, Jokic. Yeah, if he wins a chip, we can definitely have these conversations, bro. For sure.
Jokic is so easily better.
I think he's better pure, but dude, there's some to me. This is why I might have value longevity because for a period of time, Moses for a longer period of time was more dominant than Jokic. He was, and they'll have the same rings. Moses will still have the additional MVP. I think Moses will have one more All-League first team, all defenses, rebounding champ. Moses will just have a bit more, which I think will give him slightly the edge. But I would put Jokic. If Jokic wins a championship, I'll put him at 7, and then if he's not already 7 right now for my centers, and I have Moses at 6.
Well, I don't value accolades, but you know how I roll. So.
I'm an accolades merchant, baby. I'm a merchant. That's why I'm so high on Magic Johnson compared to other people because I'm an axe merchant.
I mean, I'm high on Magic. I just don't think he's like top 5, but
I have him at 5 or 6.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I have him at like 9.
That's fair.
8 actually.
I can't believe you could run a decade and just absolutely a decade with Larry Bird, Dr. J, Moses Malone, Michael Jordan. You could run that decade. You're only like 9.
Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond never ran a season. Magic Johnson, from the day he was drafted to the end of the decade, ran that entire decade, and yet people want to put him at 9, 10, 11. Bro. Who in NBA history can wake up and say they ran a decade? Bill Russell can. I got Bill Russell top 5. Running a decade matters. LeBron ran a decade. Running a decade matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But I still feel like Duncan somewhat did that, and I feel like Duncan was
and I got Duncan. If not, I have them at the same. I have Magic, Kobe, and Duncan all tied. I just can't.
Okay.
But I think I gave Magic the slightest edge. But again, accolades merchant sees the additional MVP. So.
Yeah, I get it.
Life's more fun as an accolades merchant. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh my god, bro!
Life is more fun as an accolades merchant. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I have so many accolades merchants in my comments all the time. They're like, "How is Kawhi going to be above Jokic right now, all time, when Kawhi has one more Finals MVP?"
I mean,
Kawhi, dude.
I have Kawhi over you.
Glazed that 2014 Finals MVP so hard.
Well, Kieran, I know that you don't have that specific reasoning, but when people say that kind of stuff, I do absolutely hate that reasoning.
Well. To be fair, I did make that list before the finals, or I my list from the playoffs to now was sort of similar to that.
Kawhi should be above Jokic.
Would you entertain Jokic being above Kawhi?
No, I don't think it's a bad take.
Honestly, it's a bad take.
I think both of them have a quality enough seasons. Kawhi might be a slightly better playoff performer, just because if we're not going off 1 year sample sizes.
Yeah, but I actually think Jokic might be a better playoff performer.
Well, Kawhi.
Yeah, I get where you're trying to go, but Jokic's playoff run this year as an individual. It's not all around.
It's probably better. Rebounding, probably better. Yeah,
it's better. And the other years too. Again, that year series against Portland.
When I will say this though. Kawhi never got hurt in 2017. This would not even be a contest.
Yeah, that's the thing that holds back Kawhi. That gets hurt in 2021. That's an underrated playoff run. Gets hurt in 2017.
I personally believe that the best version of Kawhi is 2017.
I might go or 2021.
I mean, honestly, all three have arguments because they're all great.
The problem with Kawhi is, again, he had some years in his prime that got cut because of injuries. When we could have seen more playoff runs from Kawhi. Like, we could have seen more playoff runs.
Just to throw this out there about Jokic, he's averaging 31, 13, and 10 right now in the playoffs on 63% true shooting. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's having.
I will say, if LeBron did that, that would be used in the GOAT debate.
No, I know.
So if Jokic does that, same respect. Also, the people attacking Chris Broussard for saying that Jokic is better than Dirk are just dumb. Jokic is better than Dirk.
Like there's validity to that take.
You can't. The only reason why Dirk would be better. Also, Broussard said that if Jokic wins a chip, it would just be longevity. That's it. That's literally it.
It's longevity and
MVPs. I think
scoring and shooting, and even still, that's like a close gap.
Jokic, the scoring is about the same, I guess.
Yeah,
both guys
who
can get a 50, 40, 90
more
season.
volume.
Yeah. But the rebounding says Jokic, the playmaking, do I have to say that? Like, defensively, like, are you really going to make a defensive argument?
Defensively, it's
are you
pretty
going to make a defensive argument with Jokic and Dirk? Stop. I just think sometimes I'm going to save this argument for when we're going to come back when the finals is over to have this discussion. But I think some people, this is one of the greatest rings ever, right? But sometimes people put a little too much stock in 2011 and it kind of carries Dirk's legacy a bit.
It kind of does.
Kieran, am I lying or am I lying, bro?
You're not lying. I'm just making a list, by the way, right now.
What list?
30 players better than Moses Malone.
Oh, name them off, bro. Start naming them off, bro.
MJ, LeBron, Kareem, Shaq, Hakeem, Russell, Duncan, Steph, Bird, Magic, Kobe, Wilt, KD, KG, D-Rob, Oscar, Steve Nash, Chris Paul, Dr. J, Wade.
Chris Paul!
Barkley,
No. You're tripping, bro. No, you're tripping.
I'm not tripping.
You're Chad. First of all, KD, Moses Malone should belong in the KD, Dr. J, Oscar Robertson tier.
I don't think Dr. J belongs in the KD Moses Malone discussion if we're just counting NBA career.
I still think Dr. J is still better than Moses.
I don't.
In the NBA, you think Dr. J is better than Moses?
Yes, because I don't look at 3 MVPs and only scoring.
Well, he was rebounding the basketball too, and again, he was clearly the best player on Dr. J's only NBA title. Clearly.
Okay.
No, he. What do you mean? Okay, he was. Okay. That has to matter.
Wayne Wade was the best player in 2011.
But did they win? And they had more opportunities too. So to show that LeBron was clearly the best. Well, but that was just in the finals too. Moses Malone was the best player for that entire playoff run and season. Moses Malone was the MVP that year.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. Like, Julius Erving was getting older. I just think Julius Erving's still better than Moses.
Wasn't Julius Erving
wasn't even that old? He still played for like 7 or 8 years after.
33 or 34.
Julius Erving was that year?
Yeah, like he was born in 1950.
Yeah, you're probably right. Since like he was playing
he came to the league when he was like 27.
Bro, he was 32.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
32 or 33. He was born in 1950. Like
32, bro.
Yeah. Damn. You have that memorized?
No, I pulled it up.
No, Kieran. Just like he was born in 1950. Like I know when.
Give me a player's. Give me a player's like. Give me a player, and I might know their birth year.
LeBron Ramon.
Bob Cousy.
1928.
LeBron Ramon James.
There's no way that's like
1984.
Udonis Haslem. I found this out last
1980.
night. How do you know Udonis Haslem's birthday?
How do you know Bob Cousy was born in 1920? That's wild. George Mikan.
1924.
Moses Malone birthday. Moses Malone
is dead.
1955.
Okay. Man, what the fuck?
He hasn't gotten any older.
1955. He died in 2015 at the age of 60.
Yo, we need to Google check this dude, bro. All right. Norm Nixon birthday.
All right, I that's too far. I don't reach up. I don't search up Norm Nixon.
Mo Wagner birthday.
Who?
Mo Wagner, bro.
For the Magic.
Magic, 1959.
What? He's still
Kurt
playing.
Rambis' birthday.
Oh, I thought you said Magic.
Kurt Rambis' birthday.
I don't know.
No, I said that Mo Wagner plays on the Magic.
Oh shit. Mo. Are you talking about? Oh, okay. I don't know, but
Fraud exposed. Kawhi Leonard birthday.
1991.
Okay.
His birthday's like June 12th, I think.
June 29th. Bro, glazing birthdays. Dirk Nowitzki.
1978.
Okay.
Is Dirk really that old?
Yeah, he's that old.
Damn.
Stephen Nash.
1974.
Steve.
Ray Jesus Shuttleworth Allen.
1975.
What the fuck? Okay.
That's crazy.
Reggie Overrated Miller.
1965.
What the
Reggie Miller was
Dennis
10 years
Glass
my
Cleaning
dad.
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman, 1961.
Yo, this is actually insane memory. Bro, what?
My question is, how does this benefit you?
I don't know.
Okay. The plumber, Paul Azrin.
I'm going to be honest. I have no idea. I think he's like 1931, but I don't know.
28. What about George Mikan?
I said 1924.
Okay. What about
James Naismith.
I don't know. I'm not that
Casey
deep.
Jones? Casey Jones.
Fuck! Did he like just pass away? Fuck.
2020.
Yeah, a few years ago he
On
did.
Christmas Day, bro.
Is it like 1929 or
32.
30?
No. He's not that old.
32.
Okay.
I'm only naming top 75 players. So it seems like you can only get top 75 players.
Casey Jones made the 7. Casey Jones didn't make the 75.
Well, like iconic players too on teams.
Oh,
Well,
okay. All right.
Oh, top 75 player. What's that dude's name? Oh, Hal Greer.
1934. My grandma's here.
36. Get cooked, fraud.
Oh
Get cooked. Get cooked.
Damn it!
I got him.
You got me that time. I thought it was 30. Damn it, dude. I thought it was 34.
I cooked that fraud, bro. I cooked
All right,
it.
bro.
All right, well, I have nothing else to talk about. Unless you want to give another take off your chest, we can end it.
Yeah, here's my last take. Hal Greer is the all-time leading scorer in points for the 76ers, so he's a better scorer than Joel Embiid. And no, I'm kidding.
By the way,
Greer was the leading scorer on a championship team that featured Wilt
Yeah,
Chamberlain.
that featured Wilt. Yeah, he averaged like 29 in that series.
Yeah, Wilt's a fraud, so.
Yeah.
Moses Malone is a glorified Cody Zeller.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't get behind you.
They have the same skill set, bro.
You can kind of convince me.
That is crazy.
I can feel David Robinson. I can kind of see
I can get that.
But Ewing is insane, bro. Ewing is insane to me.
I just think like he's like a miles better defender.
Yeah, he is a miles better defender. Moses is like miles better offensively.
Both of them are not good playmakers. I get it. Moses is a better scorer and rebounder, but I think the defensive gap is bigger.
Clears
And
as
the
a
playoff
rebound.
translation is Moses
Clears
as well.
as a score. Finals translation. I mean, bro, that's it.
So we're using one series to determine their career.
Bro, he had
multiple good series.
What?
He's had multiple good series.
I mean, so is Ewing.
Yeah, except Moses translated better.
Biggest stage. So we're going to compare a Ewing first round to a Moses Malone final?
Yep.
Even Moses Malone had a pretty mid 1981 finals. That's still better than Ewing's. Well, Ewing did have to go up against Hakeem Olajuwon.
I mean, Hakeem Olajuwon is just like a freaking cyborg from planet Mars. So
Yeah.
I guess. Yo, this 81 Celtics team was so mid. How did they win the championship?
Dude, remember Chilltown said, you can't break up Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum because it's basically the same thing with Bird and McHale. I was like, all right,
dude, I went on his live and he told me I was like dumb. I was like, dude, you do understand. I get what he's trying to say. A young core that's goes on a stretch of disappointment, not winning a championship. The obvious difference between that 80 Celtics team and this Celtics team is the 80 Celtics core won a chip.
Literally won the chip.
Literally, yeah. and Showtime was like, nah, bro, you're not like, he's like, I can't believe you. I'm like, yeah, like the difference is they won a chip. Like,
first of all, they were never trading Bird. And then I think at that point they just got McHale. So like
McHale's 23. Like,
yeah, McHale was really young and like,
and they had just traded assets to trade up for him in the draft. The first overall pick, the Warriors, which they picked Joe Barry Carroll.
84. Did they get Parrish in 84?
They got Parrish in the same trade that they got McHale, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
But like, yeah, I hear we talking about like they won the championship in 84 after losing.
Parrish was on the Warriors, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they got Parrish and the draft rights to McHale from the Warriors for the first overall pick, and the Warriors picked Joe Barry Carroll.
Oh my God.
Okay, so like what I'm looking at, so yeah, in 1980, Robert Parrish gets traded to the Celtics, plays there in 94, and he was also in that package deal. So,
but like my thing is with that ideology, like I get it, it's kind of the same, but it's not, because that Larry Bird, McHale, Parrish core proved that they can win a championship. They proved it. The reason why people want to break up Tatum and Brown is because they haven't been able to prove that they can win a championship. That's like all what people are saying. Like that's
and
it.
Also like I believe like I know like Bird was older coming out of the draft. McHale was really young, like
Like why would you break up a core that won a championship and had 2 disappointing years?
Like McHale was really young as well. Like Jalen, like obviously like Tatum and Brown are young, but
they've been together for 5 years.
Yeah, like Boston,
like they've been a core for like almost 6 years now. They've been to 4 conference finals. They've been to an NBA finals. They haven't won shit, and they've been favored in most of these series. That's a problem.
Like, at least they were favored in the finals. They were favored in the finals, and they didn't get it done. I'm looking at this like Bird in 83 was 26, but like also have to understand like players were coming out of college, so like
yeah, he was also like 24 when he came out of college.
Yeah, so like Bird was 26 in 83. McHale was 25 in 83. They're young and they've proven they can win a championship. Why would you break that core up? Meanwhile, Tatum and Brown, 6 years in. I don't like using age because since people are coming out when they're 18, 19, I don't use age. I just use years you've been in the league because age doesn't necessarily matter to me. I think years in the league matters more than age. Because age just depends on when you come out the NBA. That's just it. Tatum's in year 6. Brown's in year 7. Brown's got to be in year 8, dude. Year 8. Like, how many more years are you going to hold up on Jaylen Brown? Like, do you think Jaylen Brown is going to significantly get better after being in a championship team ever since he's been in the league? No.
Also,
bro.
like we forgot like other guys. Cedric Maxwell was also on that team. He was still like he was like 27 at that time. He was a good role player. Like Danny Ainge, obviously. Like,
Marcus Smart's about to enter year 10.
I'm not gonna lie, the Bucks sweeping
Jokic
is crazy, bro.
No, Smart. Wait, maybe
Smart was drafted in 2013, right? Or 2014? 2014.
14. Wait. 14 was Jokic too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jokic is about to be in his 10th season.
Marcus Smart's about to be 30. That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yo, these early Larry Bird playoff translation numbers, I'm like, oh my God.
A little questionable, yeah.
I'm looking at these
That's my big criticism of Bird. Like, there's this one guy, I posted like a TikTok about Larry Bird, like yesterday, the day before. Like, just because like all the other players say like that Larry Bird is top 5, but I'm trying to explain to this guy, like his playoff efficiency, like pretty much after 83 is pretty bad.
82, 17 points a game, 17, 12, and 6, which sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah.
42% from the field, 16% from 3.
Well,
that's
I really got nothing, and I got to clip up this pod. But this was a good conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know when my next pod's going to be. Hopefully Monday. I'll come on with a Moses Malone jersey too.
You
I'll come
have
on with my,
No, I
I'll come on with
don't.
my John
I'm
Havlicek
trolling.
jersey.
I'm trolling. No one owns a Moses Malone jersey, bro. I'm trolling.
I'm gonna come on with my John Havlicek jersey.
You probably have a koozie. Dude,
I don't.
Havlicek's insane. Dude, that's insane.
I have a Havlicek jersey. Like I
You
actually
have a Havlicek, bro. That's actually so insane.
He's actually good at basketball. That's the thing.
He is good at basketball.
You probably have Havlicek higher than Moses Malone all time, which is fine, I guess. 8-0 in the finals.
No, I don't. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm talking about Kieran.
Oh yeah, I do.
I mean, I appreciate the Havlicek respect, but that's wild.
Moses isn't good, bro. Like, get over it.
He is a bit of an accolade merchant, but bro, he's still good. Like, again, how many players in this league can claim 3 MVPs, Finals MVP, outplaying the Showtime Lakers?
Sam Hauser in 4 years.
How many, count all those centers. How many of those guys got more 20 and 10, 20 and 15, 20 and 13 seasons than Moses Malone? How many of those centers finished 10 all time? Or no, they're currently 10 all time, the all-time scoring list, and score like Moses Malone. So
I think Luke Cornett has the potential to be that but better.
Honestly, like Luke Kennard, bro. Like,
Cody Zeller.
Albert Sengun.
Hey, Sengun.
Kieran, whose playmaking are you taking? Dennis Rodman or Moses Malone?
Dude, do not even bring that up. Literally the two worst playmakers ever.
Oh, you're forgetting Jaylen Brown. And
what about Ben Wallace?
Yeah. Randall.
Ben Wallace or Moses Malone playmaking?
Peak playmaking right here. Playoff Randall playmaking.
This is all-time playmaking, by the way.
This is peak playmaking. This is like
better than Magic and
level.
Steph. Better than Magic and Steph.
Facts. Well, some people don't even think. Dude, I've seen some playmaking takes. You have a playmaking conversation with somebody, and you'll just realize, like,
bro, playmaking is like the worst thing to talk about.
Yeah,
I know
because you cannot avoid John Stockton when it comes to those conversations.
They can't give you a list because they don't even know what playmaking is.
No, it's like no. Like we explain what playmaking is and what we view it, and they're like,
yeah,
like, how many assists did you average? Like, shut up.
I guess Tyrese Halliburton is like an elite playmaker then.
Mark Jackson's still like Mark Jackson's
better than LeBron.
Mark Jackson has so many assists, like too many.
He's like 4th all time in assists, I think.
I don't know if he's 4th, but he's like top 6, I think 7. Maybe he is.
People think Jay Will's a top 10 playmaker because he has flashy passes.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, playmaking usually mostly assist rather than scoring because some people think Jordan's a top 10 playmaker ever because he. Mark Jackson's 6 all time.
Not a bad take.
Mark Jackson's 6 all time.
Oh, he was 6. He used to be 4, right? Because Chris Paul and
Chris Paul and LeBron jumped him, so he retired at 4.
That's still pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, for Mark Jackson, that is really good.
Bob Cousy, 21.
Who's considered like
Bob Cousy is 21. Fraud.
It's him.
Well, that means Bob Cousy
retired. Dude, in the highest like pace scoring era, bro, that's mid.
Yeah, that is mid. In the highest pace scoring era.
Number 1.
Bro, Bob Cousy should be averaging 16 assists.
Why is Muggsy Bogues 25?
I think Rondo's like closing in top 10, right?
I mean, Rondo is never going to play again.
So. Yeah, he's not going to play again. I'm just saying.
He's 14. You know who's 10 on all-time scoring?
Elvin Hayes.
Elvin Hayes is not in the top 10 anymore.
Oh, then he's like 11 or 12, right?
Well, I want to see Moses Malone. Dude, Moses Malone retired like top 5 all-time scorer. Like, that matters. That matters, bro. Oh, yeah, Moses Malone is the 5th leading rebounder ever, bro. Come on, bro. I'm looking for David Robinson.
Scoring list.
Patrick Ewing, by the way, is 25. And Moses Malone is 5.
Yeah, it's pretty big
gap. Over, bro. It's over for you. It's over for you, bro.
Carmelo Anthony's a better scorer than Moses, by the way. He's 9th all time.
You forgot the Predators number 3.
I feel like you don't even believe that.
I don't believe that, to be honest.
Okay. I was just about to say.
We're chatting right now. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the 42nd episode of Some Casual Takes. I'll most likely be back Monday. I think Game 4 is on Sunday.
No, it's on Friday. Tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Wow, they're not. Why did I say? Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's on Friday. Then when's game 5? Because I'm not doing a show over the weekend.
Monday or Monday?
Game 5's on Monday. So then I'll do a show on Tuesday. Next show would be on Tuesday. Bro, we might not get a pod for a while, bro, because I'm busy.
Bro, yeah.
Next game's on Game 6 is on Thursday. We'll get it. I guess unless I make an announcement, the next pod is most likely going to be next Friday, which is a week off. But that's why you got to follow TikTok, because I will do TikTok lives, but I'm just too busy. I can't do a full pod. But we'll see.
This is almost an hour and a half, bro.
Well, because we finished under an hour and then we started chatting. Like we started going over players' birthdays. That's why I got to get up out of here. Taking too much time.
Tiny Archibald was born in 1948, by the way.
Who?
Tiny Archibald.
All right, I'll see you guys later. We're naming Tiny Archibald's birthday.